Plus, we have guys with a lot of experience, and they know the things that can get you beat and whatnot. And I was, tonight we played a lot of young guys too. We purposely held Tanagao out. We limited a bunch of Riva's reps, and so Eldrin Camp was rolling with the ones there for a considerable amount of time, and that bumped everybody up into the twos. So it was good.
Do you even have to say anything up to them about how continuity and effectiveness in the offensive line can change the entire team?
No, Danny, Coach Cazzetto does a great job of that. He's seen and done it for so many years, and this group is a very tight-knit group. This offensive line front, they're very together. They're almost like they're in a pack in a sense, and that's a great thing. They're looking out for one another on the field, off the field, and that's exactly how you want them to be. When they start to get disconnected, that's not a good thing. And so I feel good about this group of being together as one, which is a big deal to us.
Does it kind of remind you of 2011 when the continuity is kind of the same?
It's similar to that. What I like about this group is, especially with Colin coming back, and you look at the move now with Ben at left tackle. This group's got some nastiness to them now. When you think about Ben at left tackle and Dexter at left guard, Mike at center and Colin at right guard, and then having Mike at right tackle. Four of those five guys are about as nasty as you're probably going to find, and that's a great thing. That's how you want them. And to think that James Ato's a backup, and we get Brostick back as a backup, and we get Kohler back. That's a deep group with a lot of experience, but they play the game like you want an offensive line to play the game, which is encouraging to us.
Did you recruit them that way, or did they become that way together?
Oh, I think they developed that. They've had their bumps and bruises along the way, and they've had some hard times, and we've all witnessed a lot of those. But that's you go one of two ways when you have those rough times. You wilt and succumb to it all, or you start to fight back and to work at it and to have pride in what you do and to want to have that opportunity, and the next time you get it to overcome it. And I think that this group has done that. I think it's a real tribute to Danny and his ability to mentor these guys and develop a mentally tough group. And they're playing that way.
You talked about Eric coming back. Do you believe he will come back?
I do. I'm encouraged by what our training staff tells me. He'll be back with us Monday. And I really believe in our medical staff to get him back performing. Hopefully sooner rather than later is the goal.
Back on the field?
He'll be back with us on the team and rehabbing, but he won't be back on the field Monday. We're still.
And Marcus Peters?
He's okay. They bang knees, so he'll be fine.
And Dwayne Washington fell wrong yesterday.
Yeah, he precautionary. Again, we're in training camp. We're going to have some big hits. In this day and age, when it comes to head injuries, we're going to be so cautious with everything that we do, and we can be. We're in training camp. I do anticipate him being back, practicing Monday, back to full health, ready to move and go.
Speaking of big hits, Princeton has put on some good legs the last couple of days. Can you just talk about his camp so far after a week?
I think Princeton's had a really good camp. I think that everybody wants to talk about our linebackers, and they want to talk about Shaq, Feeney, and Timu. Well, Princeton Fuiwano's played a lot of football for us, and since his true freshman year, starting against Arizona, and he's a guy that's extremely reliable for us. He can play every one of the three positions, and we don't skip a beat when he steps in there. He's tremendous for us on special teams. He starts on every special teams for us, and he's just a valuable guy to have, and that's what you want out of your seniors. You want those guys that have been through it. They can play anywhere on the field. They're great on special teams. They're tremendous leaders for the younger players and guys that they can look up to. So really proud of Princeton, and he, like you said, he's had a great first week of practice.
So I was just going to say, with the running backs out, it looked like Jadon got some carry. Is he kind of in the mold now of Kendall? And
well, we looked at some of that in spring, and we'll continue to kind of dive more into that into next week. The one practice you guys didn't get to go to when we're at the VMAC, that was one of the emphasis of that practice was was Jadon and John Ross in the backfield doing some things. And so you'll see more of that as the weeks get moving forward, of those guys being in the backfield getting some carries.
Special teams competition week 1. How are you feeling with the special teams like Kuhn, Durkee, and
I think it's good. You know, they're all hitting the ball really well. They're punting the ball well. The field goals, they're striking the ball well. I think Cameron might have a little bit of an edge in kickoffs right now. Cameron's really strikes the ball well on kickoffs and with good hang time. But it's a great competition, and the beauty for us is we don't have to make a decision today. You know, we have 3 more weeks till we have to worry about that. But they're competing at a high level.
Given the fact that you're pretty much done with the first week, are you where you wanted with install and health and everything else?
I feel good about it. You know, we made it a point, different than any of the other training camps we've had, to really try to develop our threes and but not minimize our installation. And so there was a lot put on their plate, and there sure aren't a whole lot of busts. And those guys, it's a credit to our coaches for developing those guys and getting them ready to practice every day, because they've had a lot of plays. I think our ones appear very fresh to me coming out of week 1, as in camps past where we looked maybe a little bit fatigued by this Saturday night. But by reducing some of their reps, developing our threes, I feel good about our team. I thought there was great energy tonight for the 7th practice, the first double day. It's been a hot week here in Seattle this week, but the energy was great. The guys battled in every phase. I mean, we had some physical drills. We had the gauntlet drill again tonight. Short yardage work there and team run, some red zone stuff. And so I was just impressed all in all by the guys' ability to stay spirited and have a really energized practice.
A lot of